Hardik, of course, had a very tough time last year because the booing and there was just so much negativity around that whole shift. But he's someone who's come back so much stronger. Hardik, the captain, he's carried the team on his shoulder, and we saw how pumped he was. 7 wickets down, but he didn't want to let go. We see how he chats with his players. He's always very, very pumped and wanting to finish things off soon. Just Hardik, the captain, and how he's evolved in this 1 year.
Yeah, he's always seemed to have been very animated in the way he expresses himself. Particularly, we saw that last year when he was captain, to the point where it felt like when they were under siege, and he was under siege from his home crowd even, that perhaps he overdid it and was trying too hard to create that that scenario or the image of being the leader. Whereas it now just seems to be happening much more naturally and organically. And he's a trier. He's a great athlete. He's a complete package in everything, bat, ball, field. So I think, no doubt, he'd be better for the experience of last year. He's got great experience around him to draw on. Also Rohit was probably more comfortable in the scenario compared to this time last year, because that was so foreign for him after leading the team to so many championships. Obviously Sky is a national captain, so there's vast knowledge. Bumrah has been captain of the test team a little bit in Australia. And the other one, I mentioned him in the pre-game, Mahela Jayawardene coming back in after that shuffling of the deck in management and coaching roles and so on. So a much more settled deck of cards, and they're playing them beautifully.
Kartik, you know Hardik personally, and we knew how much that meant to him. We saw how he came out and spoke after that World Cup win, the tears in his eyes, and we know what all he'd gone through. So as a player, we know what he's gone through. He kept it all inside, and it just feels so wonderful when you come out and perform the way he has.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is what we live for, isn't it? We, as sports people, work really hard when nobody's watching. We are trying to be the best version of ourselves every time we walk out. And especially for somebody like Hardik, obviously it was such a tumultuous time for him, having led GT. They could have led him. He could have led them twice to victory. Can you imagine the kind of CV he would have? And then coming here and then facing all that backlash from everyone, and then going on to doing great things for India as well. And also feeling good about his own body. Can you imagine the number of times he was injured, and sometimes everybody was questioning whether he should be playing if he's not bowling, and so many questions were asked of him from every corner, every walk of life, and I think he's answered them all with a lot of dignity and grace, I suppose.